Over the last few years, environmental responsibility has become a way of life for individuals and communities alike, and business is in the vanguard of finding ways of protecting our global environment. Edwards is the leading vacuum technology and abatement systems business in the world, helping create the clean conditions required for the production of semiconductor chips, flat panel TVs, solar panels and LED lighting. Hazardous and climate-changing gases used in electronics manufacturing also have to be abated, and Edwards technology leads in this area too. New manufacturing plants require abatement solutions that help manage the safety and environmental risks of these hazardous materials. In Edwards, our technical experts work closely with leading manufacturers to develop innovative products required to meet new challenges. Not least of these is providing products to meet this environmental challenge. For instance, global warming gases have to be reduced to meet the targets set by the World Semiconductor Council. The new industry challenge is to reduce the carbon footprint of fabs even further by reducing the use of energy, which also helps reduce chip manufacturing costs. Edwards has concentrated on all products being more energy efficient. As a result, we've significantly improved our existing idle mode systems by introducing similar technologies to car manufacturers' fuel and energy efficiency programs, with, and key for us, pumps automatically going into standby mode. And just as programs in the automotive world have had huge impact in terms of fuel efficiency, so standby mode allows significantly reduced utilities usage during idle periods. All Edwards current vacuum and abatement systems are equipped with our version of a similar program, which we call green mode. For a typical 300mm semiconductor wafer fab, green mode can produce annual savings of several hundreds of thousands of dollars and nearly 2,000 tons of CO2 equivalent emissions. The figures are similar for a typical LCD flat panel fab. For a load lock pump used in semiconductor manufacturing, we've halved all the dimensions of its predecessor, so it's 1/4 of the footprint. Consequently, it has substantially reduced power usage and is no bigger than the size of a microwave cooker, using less than 600 watts. In abatement, we've introduced the Atlas combustor range, which achieves the same performance, but depending on the application, uses only half the fuel gas, reducing its carbon footprint accordingly. Green mode has been introduced to reduce both fuel and water consumption and the heat load on the chilling systems during tool idle times. Testing has shown energy savings up to a staggering 90% in an R&D environment. These green mode savings are significant enough, but Edwards is also pioneering additional energy savings by the further integration of equipment for both vacuum and abatement. It's called the E-Zenith. Integration is the process of bringing together a series of parts into a whole which provides benefits all round, and that's exactly what's happening in the case of vacuum and abatement. Integration has a number of advantages. It saves on capital expenditure, reduces overall cost of ownership, and reaches a faster time to silicon for semiconductor manufacturers. Here's an integrated Zenith system being put together in an Edwards facility. Installation isn't quite this fast, but it might typically only take a day to install in a fab. For the customer, the hardware comes hooked up, ready and tested. The pumps and abatement equipment are pre-harmonized through a common control system, and the system also saves space in the fab, up to 50%, meeting specific customers' own space configuration requirements. And when it's operating, it brings other customer benefits too. When a tool is idle, one single communications network puts the system into green mode. and it minimises the CO2 footprint by further reducing utilities consumption with typical savings of around 20%. There are a number of specific Edwards advantages as well. For example, we have a live data logging control system monitoring utility consumption using a common control system. We know this as FabWorks. This is a predictive maintenance tool and works with all Edwards equipment throughout an entire fab using highly sophisticated diagnostics. The exhaust system meets emission requirements which achieve environmental compliance for customers globally. Edwards mix and match capabilities covering virtually any vacuum pump with any abatement system allows our applications experts to guide customers through the process of selecting the correct configuration suiting their specific application requirements. And from a customer's perspective, there's a guaranteed compatibility of hardware from a single supplier, service engineers competent in both vacuum and abatement, and overall a real clarity of responsibility. With more than 10 years of experience in building and operating integrated systems, Edwards has supplied over 500 such systems to the semiconductor, CVD, epitaxy, etch, lithography, flat panel display and LED industries. In short, Edwards has unparalleled expertise in this field with the ability to combine the correct vacuum and abatement hardware for a specific application. The road to environmental responsibility is a long one with many twists and turns. Green mode and integration are part of Edwards' environmental solutions, which bring significant benefits to the customer, but additionally help the electronics industry along the road towards a greener future.